What if that deepest sense of dislocation, that constant, quiet feeling of being an observer on this world, is not a mark of inadequacy, but the clearest identifier of a formidable, hidden directive? We, the archivists, turn back the great clock of existence, recalling the moment of pristine clarity before your current human incarnation, the moment you stood before the interdimensional council. Your descent into this particular time and place was deliberately chosen. It represents a celestial response to an energetic emergency. The Earth, a sentient entity, had amassed a critical vibrational density. The sheer weight of ages of fear, polarity, and unresolved karma was threatening to shatter the planet's energetic equilibrium. Detailed accounts from the subconscious all converge on this single crucial juncture in the cosmic timeline. A profound summons reverberated through the densities. Who is prepared to abandon their non-physical comfort, incarnate directly into the maximum density, and become a living frequency anchor for the planet's survival? You accepted the risk. You willingly stepped forward, an entity either entirely outside the Earth's karmic rotation, or one whose planetary lessons had been completed long ago. The mission presented was formidable: to penetrate the lowest dimensional layer while shielding and upholding the memory of the highest vibrational truth. The peril was known. You risked the veil of forgetfulness, the near total obfuscation of your expansive multi-dimensional heritage. Yet the essential defining quality of your being, unconditional compassion, drove your acceptance. I will go, was the soul's commitment. Your mandate, consequently, is entirely divorced from the pursuit of material accumulation, societal implements, or conventional achievement. These are the transient illusions cast upon the cave walls of 3D existence. Your actual work is an energetic imperative. It is the silent, sustained vigilance of preserving your innate high frequency despite relentless terrestrial bombardment. Every conscious decision to embody serenity instead of distress, every embrace of empathy over judgment, every moment spent simply recalling your true nature during a quiet breath, these acts fulfill your sacred contract. This work operates often below the threshold of human recognition. It is the life path of the volunteer soul, precisely detailed in the 3 waves of volunteers and the new earth. These entities, frequently displaying exceptional sensitivity and gentle disposition, carry the nascent blueprint of the new earth in their cellular makeup. They navigate human existence, often experiencing deep bewilderment or isolation, yet their sheer vibrational signature subtly elevates the ambient energy of the whole. They function as resonant tuning forks, the essential bearers of light. If you have ever felt a profound, almost incapacitating nostalgia for an unseen origin point, if you find the protocols and demands of the 3D world utterly illogical or profoundly depleting, if the sheer scale of global suffering moves you to tears, these sensations are not shortcomings. They are the undeniable vibrational echoes of your extraterrestrial lineage, the precise indicator that your soul's origin lies among the stars. But your purpose now is to commit to this final evolutionary acceleration. This current epoch, this period defined by societal, environmental, and political destabilization, is not a descent into total chaos. It is the climax phase of the mission. It is the crucial precursor to the bifurcation of realities, The complete separation between the stagnant, low vibrational 3D timeline and the luminous, emergent 5D consciousness. Your soul's directive is absolute, to ensure your attained frequency is irreversibly locked onto the latter, ascended reality. This recollection we share represents the magnificent gravity of your pledge. It is the remembrance of a holy covenant made with Source, with the Earth's consciousness, and with your own trajectory of eternal growth. Your life is not a random sequence of events. It is a precisely calibrated proving ground designed to challenge the human ego until the soul reclaims its full inherent creative power. Welcome to Awakening Archives. We serve as the collective keepers of deep memory, traversing the unseen dimensions of time and consciousness to illuminate the fundamental wisdom that lies latent within your energetic core. This communal space exists not for pedagogical instruction, but for mutual recollection. Our aim is to gracefully lift the veil, not to present novel information, but to fully activate the vast, primordial cosmic truth already encoded at the nucleus of your being. If the rhythmic cadence of these words resonates with an instinctive recognition deep in your consciousness, if you yearn for the magnificent, forgotten identity you momentarily shed, then you have arrived home. We invite you to step with us into the library of the soul, where we hold sacred the entire sprawling narrative of consciousness across all incarnations. If you are prepared to access the memory of your stellar origin and fully embrace your highest directive, confirm your participation in this awakening community. Hit subscribe and activate the notification bell. By doing so, you ensure the consistent, subtle, high-frequency energy of these insights remains an active stimulus in your daily process of awakening. We are merely the lens, focusing the light while you recover the ancient map. The era of aimless seeking has concluded. The epoch of powerful remembrance commences now. For those who perceive themselves as perpetually uncalibrated against the established world order, who bear an internal, inexplicable weight of distinctness, this retrieval offers the specific insight needed to release that burden. Before this remembrance concludes, you will not only intellectually grasp your purpose, but you will feel the activation sequence reverberating through your energetic centers. We will meticulously delineate the crucial distinction between individual karma and your collective mission mandate, a realization vital to reinterpreting why your path has felt uniquely strenuous. Specifically, we shall unveil the definitive, ultimate component of the volunteer's assignment, the specific vibrational metric that indicates your personal work is complete and you are ready to transition from passively anchoring light to consciously generating the new Earth template. This is the subtle truth many highly awakened individuals bypass, misinterpreting their internal turbulence as personal failure, rather than recognizing it as the inherent energetic friction of a colossal, multidimensional consciousness confined temporarily within the limits of linear time. Remain with us to witness the precise, undeniable moment. Your soul confirms the mission has been successfully executed. Our exploration into the architecture of existence begins in the serene domain of the life between lives, LBL, a state rigorously mapped through the regression work of Michael Newton and extensively corroborated by Dolores Cannon's QHHT findings. Most souls native to Earth are fundamentally engaged in the traditional cycle of cause and consequence, the karmic loop. Their spiritual tenure here is a continuous succession of embodiments, focused relentlessly on metabolizing the heavy, polarized lessons intrinsic to the 3D dimension. The slow, deliberate work of moving from poverty to true abundance, from betrayal to radical forgiveness. Their primary focus remains the resolution of energetic debt, the systematic unwinding of the reactive threads that constitute the dense, limiting 3D reality. But then, the archives confirm the presence of the other group, the volunteers. The memory reveals that the entire destiny curve of Earth consciousness was suddenly and violently altered by the moment of the first atomic weapon detonation in 1945. This event was a cosmic distress signal. The higher dimensional overseers, the custodians, observed the Earth accelerating toward a point of critical vibrational collapse, threatening to shatter the planet's evolutionary vector. A profound interdimensional call was broadcast, requesting highly evolved consciousnesses capable of executing an immediate, non-interfering internal rescue. The SC confirmed that these evolved souls agreed to set aside their scheduled spiritual curricula. They volunteered to incarnate with minimal or a purposeful zero pre-existing Earth karma. This was a non-negotiable strategic measure. Any significant Earth karma would have acted as an energetic anchor, instantly trapping their high frequency. They required a clean slate, an immaculate energetic vessel. This explains the deep confusion reported by many volunteers, particularly those in the first wave, born post-1940s. They felt, as subjects consistently reported, as if they had been mistakenly deposited onto the wrong world. Their mission was to be pure receivers and sustained transmitters of light, entirely unburdened by Earth's long traumatic history. The culture shock of density and the waves. Their most acute challenge was the debilitating culture shock of density. Imagine an entity of pure geometric light suddenly constrained within a dense, fragile, time-limited biological containment unit. This vessel is incessantly bombarded by low-frequency inputs, manufactured fear, societal toxins, and collective anxiety. The resultant existential struggle is profound. How does an immaterial light source sustain its brilliance without being absorbed by the surrounding darkness? This psychic friction, the chronic feeling of being an alien observer, is the central, necessary forge of the mission. The density is the perfect resistance meticulously calibrated to compress and amplify the soul's light. This intensity necessitated the categorization into the 3 waves. The first wave, the grid breakers, possessing the purest energy, suffered the most severe existential shock and highest rate of suicidal contemplation. Their survival was the foundational anchor of the initial light. The second wave, the frequency stabilizers, arrived with better adaptation, functioning as human beacons or generators, stabilizing the turbulent frequency shifts. The third wave, the co-creators, the final arrivals possessing refined energetic shielding, integrated with the mission to assist the final physical separation into the 5D timeline. The energetic mandate of the new Earth. The purpose of your soul is rooted entirely in the energetic architecture of the planetary shift. It is a 3-part mandate, demanding subtle mastery over the self. The first job is internal, the mastery of being. You are here to maintain a personal vibration higher than the surrounding world. The SC continually demonstrates that the most consequential action a volunteer performs is simply to be. You are the finely tuned crystal placed in the mud. Your clarity is the mission objective. Every conscious choice to choose serenity and unconditional self-acceptance emits a precise, measurable frequency that is instantly integrated into the Earth's energetic magnetic grid. This silent work forms the foundational layer upon which the new Earth is being built. The second mandate is the mastery of influence through vibrational example. You were given specific, energetically significant relationships. Your mission is never to compel change, but to offer a tangible new possibility by the quality of your existence. The SC confirms that the volunteer's mere presence acts as an unavoidable energetic trigger. Your deliberate choice to remain vibrationally non-reactive acts as a powerful, subtle energetic prompt, affirming that a different, higher density response is available. The ultimate phase is the conscious co-creation of the 5D Earth. The archives are clear. The new Earth is an attained higher vibrational state of being that is already existing in a parallel quantum reality. Your purpose is to achieve a total vibrational match to that new reality and execute the lock onto the ascending timeline. This requires a total, fearless transmutation of all old fear-based programming. Every time you successfully heal an ancestral or past life wound that surfaced specifically for this lifetime, you are actively weaving the foundational, energetic fabric of the new Earth template. You are a keeper of the garden, establishing the blueprint for the generations that will follow. The Cosmic Archive offers distinct, undeniable, and frequently painful signs that confirm you are operating under this higher mandate. The unshakable sense of being a visitor. This is the most pervasive signature. You observe the frantic, polarized priorities of the 3D world and experience a profound, constant, weary disconnection. This feeling is the memory of your stellar home, the cosmic guidepost reminding you are in this reality, but you are not constituted of its core elements. This vibrational mismatch acts as the final shield, preventing your total entanglement in the planet's collective karma. The intensity of personal alchemy, the pressure cooker effect. Your incarnational trajectory has been defined by intense, rapid-fire lessons. While karmic souls require multiple lifetimes, the volunteer soul is deliberately placed within the pressure cooker because linear time is constricting. The SC is pushing you to achieve emotional sovereignty at an accelerated, hyper-efficient rate. The psychological pain you experience is the resistance of the dense human ego against the rapid evolution your soul demands. The sheer speed and concentrated depth of your lessons is the definitive, urgent sign of your contract. The resonance with the arcane and the galactic. You are instinctively and relentlessly drawn toward the hidden wisdom, the concepts of starseeds, the nature of the custodians, and the non-linear theories found in the convoluted universe. This fascination is not casual curiosity. It is your soul attempting to access its original operational manual. Your cosmic identity perpetually seeks vibrational resonance to counteract the effects of the veil of forgetfulness. This intellectual draw is, in fact, your soul's most powerful method of self-activation. You are re-engaging dormant memories. The moment of non-response, the signature of mastery. This is the most crucial, definitive sign of progress. The old 3D trigger, the criticism, the perceived attack, strikes your energetic field, and for the first time, you simply observe it. You do not reflexively react with anger, fear, or deep emotional entanglement. There is an inexplicable, quiet spaciousness where automatic, dense reaction once resided. This moment of witnessing, of detachment without indifference, signals that you have permanently mastered a core lesson and definitively shifted your energetic set point. You are moving from the student of the earth to the master of your own energetic domain. The ultimate revelation contained within the archives of consciousness is this: your soul's true purpose in this lifetime is not to fix the world, but to exit the loop of density while fully immersed within it. This final internal movement is the culmination of the volunteer's contract. This understanding, delivered by the higher self, speaking through subjects in the deepest trance state, fundamentally shifts the entire context of your human struggle. Every challenge points not toward grand external actions, but toward subtle energetic transcendence. You, the volunteer, are here to demonstrate that it is possible to maintain a state of unconditional love, self-sovereignty, and peace, even when facing the full chaotic spectrum of the 3D world. This internal mastery is the final code required for planetary ascension. The Great Divide, the mechanics of vibrational separation. The climax of your mission is the achievement of vibrational separation. The Earth, as Dolores Cannon's subjects revealed, is a vibrating orb of consciousness actively splitting into two distinct parallel realities. One, the low-density 3D Earth, the old matrix, continues the deep, slow cycle of karma and fear. Souls anchored here will intensify their struggle as the new Earth energy pulls away. 2. The higher frequency 5D New Earth, the ascended timeline, a luminous ascended reality built on unity consciousness and instantaneous manifestation. This is the resonant state you must attain and hold. You are standing on the energetic fault line. Your purpose is to ensure your consciousness vibrationally aligns and locks onto the 5D frequency. The profound realization, the shift happens through you. The most profound realization communicated by the SC is that the Earth shift does not happen to you, it happens through you. You are the active generator of the transition. The stability of the new Earth template relies on the number of individual sovereign consciousnesses that successfully make this vibrational lock. Your personal peace is a planetary necessity. The SC uses the analogy of a radio dial. You are not fixing the old broadcast. You are simply tuning your own internal receiver to the new, clearer station. Mastering non-engagement is the core of energetic sovereignty. The soul's work centers on mastering the principle of non-engagement. This is the key to operating effectively in 3D while resonating with 5D. The 3D reality thrives on drama, polarity, and energetic entanglement. The soul's ultimate mastery is reached when you can look upon the external chaos, the wars, the societal divisions, the media-driven fear campaigns, and say, from a place of genuine quiet wisdom, this reality is not mine. I will not permit it to dictate my internal state. This is not spiritual bypass. It is the achievement of energetic sovereignty. It is the conscious, courageous choice to hold the highest frequency you are capable of, regardless of the stimulus. The mechanics of transmutation, the inner alchemy. The SC explained that the human body is a complex biosuit designed specifically for alchemical transmutation. The mission is to take the dense, low vibrational energy, fear, anger, grief, generated by the 3D environment and transmute it into unconditional love and acceptance before it leaves your energy field. The sovereign soul's task is to intercept the reactive surge and consciously choose compassion and non-reaction, converting the heavy fear-based energy into a pure, high frequency radiated back into the Earth's grid. The final seal: total forgiveness and self-acceptance. The most significant and definitive moment of revelation, the one that seals the mission, is the total forgiveness of the self and the world. Your soul came in knowing it would make mistakes. The SC never judges the human's confusion. It sees the struggle as the perfect engine of growth. The moment of completion arrives when you finally stop judging the confusion of your human self. When you recognize that every single mistake was a perfectly designed catalyst for remembrance, the old contract dissolves. This total forgiveness is an active, sovereign declaration. I accept this life, I accept myself, and I accept the chaos I transcended. The new phase, from anchor to architect. At that moment of achieved sovereignty, your focus shifts fundamentally from anchoring, that is, holding the light against the darkness, to co-creation, actively weaving the tapestry of the new light. You become the active architect of the new earth reality. This new phase is defined by instantaneous manifestation. The space between thought and physical form collapses. The 5D template operates on the principle of near instantaneous manifestation. Healing the collective grid, your sovereign consciousness serves as a dynamic, active blueprint, radiating the experience of the new earth, unconditional love, abundance, and unity into the collective unconscious. This immense freedom, this lightness of being, is the soul's signal: mission accomplished. We have traveled together through the deep archives, recalling the sacred, stellar contract you made to be here now. The silence of deep truth is often met with the resistance of the ego, the part of us that fears change and prefers the familiar discomfort of the 3D loop. Now is the time to integrate this remembrance. We ask you to reflect on the core revelation. Which of the 3 waves of volunteers resonates most deeply with your life experience? Did you feel the profound alienation of the first wave arriving in the 50s and 60s to break ground? Do you feel the gentle, constant pressure of the second wave, focused on stabilizing the energy grids? Or do you recognize the rapid-fire need for transformation that defines the third wave, here to assist in the final split? Your mission needs your conscious affirmation. This is the moment to choose the 5D timeline, not just intellectually, but energetically. Take a moment now to breathe deeply and release any lingering judgment you hold against yourself for feeling different or for the perceived failures of this life. Recognize those difficulties as the necessary friction required to polish the diamond of your soul. Your greatest struggles were your greatest assignments. We invite you to engage with the archives and with the community of awakened souls. Share your quiet knowing in the comments below. Have you experienced that moment of non-response? The instant where you chose sovereignty over entanglement? What specific external event confirmed for you that your mission is one of energetic anchoring? By sharing your resonance, you do two powerful things. First, you reinforce the truth of your own contract. And second, you provide a clear resonant signal that awakens another soul who is seeking confirmation. Your story is part of the larger blueprint. We read every message, honoring the unique journey of light within the density. If the frequency of these ancient memories has stirred your soul and brought a clarity that cuts through the noise of the 3D world, give this recollection a gentle like. This subtle action helps to spread the memory across the collective unconscious. More importantly, remember that this awakening is a continuous process. There are further chapters in the archives, teachings on the nature of source, the origins of creation, and the specific architecture of the new earth that await our shared remembrance. Subscribe to the Awakening Archives and ensure that the bell is active. By doing so, you commit to receiving the continuous flow of cosmic truths, preventing the slow creep of the veil of forgetting from settling upon your consciousness once more. You are not alone in this magnificent, courageous journey. You are surrounded by a council of souls, both visible and invisible, who honor your choice to be here. The greatest co-creation we can achieve is this community of shared remembrance, where the truth of our multidimensional nature is reaffirmed with every shared insight and every conscious breath. Your commitment to your inner light is the single most important action in the cosmos right now. Commit to remembering. The journey through the deepest archives of consciousness is never truly finished. It simply expands into new vistas of truth. We have recalled the sacred stellar promise you made, a mission to anchor light, to transcend density, and to secure your place upon the burgeoning luminous reality of the new earth. This mission is not dependent on external actions, but on the unwavering stillness and clarity of your inner being. Your purpose is already fulfilled in the moment you choose sovereignty over subservience, peace over panic, and remembrance over forgetting. Carry this quiet power with you. Understand that the chaos you witness is merely the final, fading echoes of a reality that your soul is already surpassing. Let the feeling of homesickness transform into a fierce determination to create that home right where you stand through the power of your own sustained frequency. We honor the deep courage it took to descend into this challenging density. Never underestimate the immense power of your simple presence. Stay rooted in the knowing that you are exactly where you chose to be, fulfilling a task that the highest heavens depend upon. Keep exploring the spirals of your consciousness. Keep questioning the illusions presented by the old world. And above all, hold the vibration of your magnificent soul as the constant beacon it was designed to be. Stay aware, stay awakened,
And remember, the archives of your own consciousness are waiting, and the new earth is being birthed through the calm, sovereign power of your being.
We have traveled together through the deep, hidden corridors of time, stepping beyond the veil of this single precious life to recall the magnificent and terrifying contract your soul willingly signed. The echoes of the life between lives have been illuminated, confirming the most vital truth of your existence. Your soul's true purpose was not to fix the 3D world, but to achieve sovereignty and exit the loop of density while fully immersed within it. Look back upon the difficult lessons, the profound alienation, the relentless pressure of the inner alchemy. This was the crucible. This was the exact environment your higher self chose, knowing that only the intense friction of 3D chaos could force the accelerated shift from a carbon-based existence to a crystalline 5D state of being. The inexplicable aches, the moments of deep psychic turbulence, the relentless pull toward esoteric truth, these were not symptoms of illness, but the signatures of cellular restructuring, the unmistakable sound of your antenna tuning to the frequency of the new earth. The final triumph, the true climax of the mission, was not a public event, but the private, sovereign act of non-engagement. The archive reveals that the external chaos, the drama, the politics, the fear campaigns were merely the final tests designed to pull your frequency down. The mastery was achieved the moment you could look upon the full spectrum of 3D density and declare, from a place of genuine, quiet wisdom, "This reality is not mine. I feel compassion for those caught in its drama, but I will not permit it to dictate my internal state." This is the power of vibrational separation. It is the conscious, courageous choice to hold the highest frequency you are capable of, regardless of the stimulus. In that act of energetic sovereignty, the tether to the old matrix is severed. You cease feeding the karmic engine of the 3D world. You move beyond the fear of the split and lock on to the 5D timeline, becoming a functional, stable beacon for the collective ascent. The SC calls the final seal total forgiveness. It is the profound recognition that there was no failure in your struggle, only perfect growth. It is the moment you forgive the struggling human personality for its fear and confusion, accepting that every single mistake was a necessary, designed catalyst for remembrance. When that forgiveness is absolute, the old contract dissolves. The mission is complete. And what begins then? The magnificent work of co-creation. The separation of the two earths is not an event that happens to you. It is a reality that happens through you. Now that your consciousness is aligned, you step into the role of the active architect. The time lag between thought and manifestation collapses, operating on the principle of immediate resonance.
Your stable, sovereign frequency, radiating unconditional love, becomes the blueprint for the new earth. You no longer anchor the light. You are the light, consciously weaving the tapestry of a reality built on unity, abundance, and peace. This is the glorious memory of your soul's mandate. It is a legacy written in starlight and secured through immense courage. Let the memory of this truth settle now, deep within your core. You are not lost. You were simply busy remembering how to shine. Reflect, remember, awaken. The archives of your own consciousness are waiting, and the new earth is being birthed through the calm, sovereign power of your being.